Disney Pixar's Cars 2006. I got the DVD full screen version. And let me tell you, this movie is a 10 out of 10. For the longest, I had it at a 9 out of 10. I think this is the first time I seen this movie in its entirety since it came out. When this came out, I was a full-grown adult. Possibly. Yeah, probably. I was a full-grown adult. This was not my movie. This was the kids after me's movie. So I did see it because there was a lot of children in our family. And we watched this with them, and this was their movie. So this is not my generation's movie. I watched this movie, and holy crap, this movie is a 10 out of 10. The DVD looks so good. It almost looks like a Blu-ray. The CGI is insanely great. Insanely great. Which kind of pisses me off, because how is it that in 2006 they had 3D animation and CGI better than most of the CGI that is coming out today? I mean, the CGI for Spider-Man's Brand New Day was very good, but it took them that long to get it back. They had it in 2006. I was amazed at this movie. I thought I wasn't going to like it too much because it's heavily like NASCAR-ish related, racing car, but they brought it down to a very relatable level. Beautiful story in this movie. Basically, it's about Lightning McQueen. He's like this cocky, young, like bullheaded, dumb, like just egotistical race car driver. Doesn't really listen to anybody, and he's about to win his first race against a veteran and some other really good driver. Well, he gets too cocky that he blows his tires towards the end of the race, and he ends up in a triple tie. A triple tie with the veteran, him, and whatever, and this other car. Everyone in this movie is a car. All the children, everything, the adults, the bugs are cars, everything are cars. So he's cocky and he's like spoiled. Well, what ends up happening is that there's this Mack truck that transports him to California, is going to transport him to California for a tie-breaking race against the veteran, him, and the other guy. But what ends up happening is they take the California 40, and something happens where the Mack truck falls asleep and he falls out. And since he's a race car, he has no headlights. So he's driving in the dark, trying to look for the Mack truck that was carrying him to take him to California. And he ends up in this dusty, like back roads place called the this little town called Radiator Springs. And it's got a gas station, it has like a tire shop, it has a body shop, but all the businesses are decrepit and falling apart, stuff like that. He gets stopped by the cops for going really fast, and he goes to jail in that Radiator Springs. And the judge says, "All right, let him go, because he's a race car driver. Get him out of my face." But this Porsche girl, I don't know what her name is, but she's a Porsche. She's a lawyer. She's like, "Wait, judge, don't let him leave. Let him fix our roads and all that stuff," and convinces the judge to make him fix the roads. So he gets stuck in Radiator Springs, falls in love with the whole idea of the back roads, and it's basically a story about how Route 66 was this place where people would drive and enjoy and have fun, and people would drive across the country, and it would be fun to go down Route 66, go to the shops and stuff like that. But when the interstate came, the California 40 or the any freeway, it it just made the freeway go straight to the point. So like when you go from here to like say Chicago, you're just going straight to Chicago from LA, and it's a very boring ride. But what they're trying to say was, back in the day, people would take Route 66, and there was a little like winding roads, and you would go to these fancy hotels and these cool things, and life was very good and slow, and people enjoyed themselves and had a great time. And it was it was very emotional. It was very good story. I know about Route 66 because I live close to the street. Well, not too close, but pretty close to it. It's very famous still. You could still take Route 66. It ends in Santa Monica Pier. The California Santa Monica Pier, that's the beginning of Route 66, and it goes all the way to Chicago, I believe. So, fascinating story. Um, Animation was great, story was great, voice actors were great, great finish. Even the ending credits were phenomenal. I finished watching this movie with a smile. Like, I was smiling from ear to ear when this movie finished. And I could imagine if you were a kid and you watched this, even if you went with your parents to watch Cars in 2006, you were a little kid, your parents had a great time, and you had a great time, because Disney Pixar has a way of making movies for the parents and for the kids. Now, if you do notice, the photo that I have, the thumbnail, is of two twin cars that are fans of Lightning McQueen. They flash their headlights at him. So there's some wicked, crazy adult jokes in this movie. There's also some, oh my God, there's some, see, Lightning McQueen is sponsored by Rusty's, and he has a bunch of fans that are all rust buckets. And there's this one fan that's talking to him. He's like, "Oh, I'm your biggest fan." But in his lips, it looked like he has like herpes, and it's all rusted out. And you can see Lightning McQueen's face is all disgusted by it. But he's like, "Oh, you're my fan. Like, nice to meet you." Like, and he just wants to get the hell out of there. So there's a lot of crazy adult jokes in this. Also, well, I don't want to spoil too much, but the Porsche has some pinstriping. The girl is a Porsche. The one that he likes, she's like a lawyer in Rusty. She explains why she's in Radiator Springs, because she used to live in LA and she was an attorney, and she just was living the fast life, but she was never happy. So she left California and she found a place in Radiator Springs, and she was happy there. So that one hit pretty damn hard for me. Um, but yeah, what I was saying was that she turned around and she had some pinstriping on her back, like a tramp stamp, and he pointed it out, and it was hilarious. Lightning McQueen is voiced by, damn, I forgot what his name was, but he's the guy from Wedding Singer, not Wedding Singers, The Wedding Crashers. I forgot what his name was. Oh yeah, it was Owen Wilson. Owen Wilson voices Lightning McQueen, and he does a phenomenal job. Tomater is he's voiced by Larry the Cable Guy. The girl, I'm not sure who voices her. But this guy, I know he's voiced by, the lowrider is voiced by Cheech Marin or Marine. And a lot of really great voice actors in this movie. This movie is 100% 10 out of 10. I thought it was going to be like a 9 out of 10, but then the ending was so great that it made it a 10 out of 10, and I was smiling from ear to ear. The movie was so good. If you watch this, even on DVD, you're in for a good time. I paid $1 for this DVD, which is a bargain. And the disc is in perfect condition. There's a lot of great DVDs out there. There's some 4K freaking Nazis out there that are all about the 4K and they hate the DVD, like the DVD is a cancer, but I think the DVDs are phenomenal. You don't have to watch everything in 4K. It's good to watch cool things in 4K or in the theaters, but the DVD, you could watch it on a small screen and it's beautiful. You don't have to watch everything on a big screen. If you want a really big experience, then of course get the 4K. I don't know how much that's going to set you back, but I would spend the money on this one, Cars, in 4K, because this is a 10 out of 10 movie, and watching it with surround sound and whatever, all the fun gadgets and everything, would make it a great experience. I wish I would have seen this in theaters. I probably did see it in theaters, but I don't remember. I wish they would re-release this in theaters so I could watch it in theaters.